Hi everyone, Lisa Haven here. Well, the Democratic leftist establishment arm is in pure meltdown mode, so much so that they're talking about throwing themselves off the cliff, impeaching President Trump, or even committing some kind of coup against the president. No joke. Why? Well, because General Mad Dog Mattis put in his resignation, and two, because Trump is asking for our troops to come home in both Syria and Afghanistan. Well, let's start with fact number one, the resignation of General Mad Dog Mattis. Check out this report from gatewaypundit.com, and it's titled, Establishment Meltdown Over Mattis Resignation, Talk of Impeaching President Trump, Coup, and even suicide. Now, here are some tweets from some people you might know. Here's Laura Siegelman. She's basically a Pentagon correspondent, and she tweets, I think I speak for all national security porters tonight when I say I'm about ready to jump off a cliff. Wow, that's suicidal. But at least I already wrote the, quote, who will replace Mattis, end quote, story 2 months ago. Yeah, only 2 months ago. Here's another, Jennifer Rubin from basically the Washington Post journalist. She's a journalist, but tweeted, is it time for Senate Republicans to seriously consider removing Trump in the event the House moves to impeach? Trump is a menace to our democracy and national security. Here's another by Ed Asner, who is an and an author, and he tweets, with Mattis's departure, could we be seeing the first steps of a coup? Question mark. Rebecca Ballas, Wall Street Journal, or basically a reporter, tweets, lawmakers and Pentagon officials said tonight that they were shaken by Mattis's departure and what it could mean for the U.S. military and the nation's national security strategy. We are on the edge. One Pentagon official said, this is unbelievable. Here's another, Richard Blumenthal, is a Democrat senator, says this decision to resign is virtually our worst nightmare on the Armed Services Committee. Nancy Pelosi, who we just adore, sarcasm, obviously. General Mattis was comfort to many who are concerned about the path the Trump administration would choose to take. His resignation letter is defined by statements of principles that drove him to leave the administration. All of us should be concerned at the same time. And then CNN, shaken, saddened, and scared we are. Washington erupts over the resignation of Defense Secretary James Mattis. The Washington Post, a sad day for America. Washington fears a Trump unchecked by Mattis. You know, these go on, like on. I mean, I'm skipping a lot of people here, but wait, you know what's interesting is in 2013, when Obama was president, Obama fired General Mad Dog Mattis. When he was president, not a single outrage from anyone. Then let's go back to that report. Flashback here. This is from the Weekly Standard. Obama fires top general, and you could see his picture there, without even a phone call. Again, where was the outcry when he was fired by Obama? Not a word. Here we are. Trump is president, and they are literally talking about a coup, impeaching the president, jumping off a cliff because of his resigning. I don't know, but there's something kooky going on. Problem number two that is causing a big meltdown in the mainstream media is the fact that Trump is wanting to basically get troops and remove troops from Syria and Afghanistan. Check out this report, yourear.com. The president announces he will withdraw troops from Syria. The NewYorkTimes.com, U.S. to withdraw about 7,000 troops from Afghanistan, officials say. And of course, we have the panic from the left. Here's InfoWars. Establishment panics over Trump ending wars. Claims he's paving the way toward a second 9/11. The swamp is frightened by Trump's move to peace. Here's just a few tweets. I'm only going to share two this time, but this one's from Eric Arison, who is supposedly a conservative. I can't vouch for that, but he is a radio host. But he's calling for a coup. If we lived in a lesser country than our great nation, today is the day we really would be talking about a military coup. Soldiers down to the enlisted ranks are raising hell about the president's Syria decision. Now, let me pause right there. If you actually read read some of the responses on Twitter, well, you'll see exactly the opposite of what he's saying. Here's another tweet for you. This one is from Andrew Beatty, White House correspondent for France Presse. He tweeted, Syria withdrawal, Afghan drawn down, Mattis gone, government shutdown looming, president making decisions on the fly. Almost any other place in the world, the guys in camouflage would be at the TV station by now. Well, obviously, there is, unfortunately, a lot of panic from the left. But you know, maybe we should focus on issue right now here at home, like the wall. Right? I know, thankfully, it got approved there in the House, but now it's moving on over, and we'll see if there's a government shutdown. And if it is, it is. It happens. We need to fund the wall. So much so that the American people have taken it upon themselves to fund this wall. Check this out. On the page, you see a GoFundMe account. This was conducted by a veteran, an amputee, and he is the one that's saying, let's reach out to America and fund this wall ourselves. And it's already going to oversee 12 million. By the time I make this video, it's probably at 20 million at some point. This thing is up and climbing, but they are hoping for $1 billion funding, which I wish they would have cut that at least in half for that amount, because that's a big number. Will we get there? I don't know. But here is how it's working. We, the American people, want it, so we're starting to fund it ourselves through things like a GoFundMe campaign. Needless to say, meanwhile, all those in the establishment arm are in pure panic over, well, General Mad Dog Mattis, who, by the way, Obama fired, and now he's resigning, and over the troops' removal from Afghanistan. Well, by the way, President Trump wanted people out of Syria, our troops out of Syria, back in October. But once again, the establishment did not listen to Trump. Instead, a chemical attack came 2 days later. So I'm keeping my eyes peeled now that he's made this announcement. I'm really watching. Is there going to be some kind of false flag event? And I pray against that. I hope not. But all I know is the left is screaming. And, well, you have all the facts. Anyhow, I'd love to get your thoughts, comments, and concerns on this. Please subscribe to my backup channel. It's also at Lisa Haven. I'll leave it there at the top of the link so you can just subscribe to it. I'll also comment on it, but I'm asking you guys to subscribe to that because you never know what tomorrow holds. With all the censorship happening on all of our channels, I need to make sure there is a way I can follow you. Or you can also, you can subscribe to my website at lisahaven.news. Please go there. Plug in your email. Of course, I don't sell the information, but I need it in order to send you weekly updates about my channel and what's going on. So that's lisahaven.news. Anyhow, I love all of you guys, and I hope you're having an amazing time. I'm Lisa Haven, signing out.